let's start with you, Jonathan. Pope is related to Denmark Tanny. The Pogues were so close to walking away with the cross. How did you feel about Pope's journey this season?
Yeah, it was just from the beginning of the season, kind of like seeing, the story map of where Pope's storyline was going to go this year. I was always excited, and I was always ready for the challenge. I relate a lot to what Pope went through personally. I had a family member who was taken from us through, racism. He like my great grandfather was lynched, and so I definitely, and that was kept from me when I was a kid, and I didn't know until I was about Pope's age. I was 16 when my grandmother actually told me about it. It was like, oh, well, you got to be careful because now that you're an adult, this and this, and I was like, oh, that's real, and I think Pope kind of discovers that this season, and where I didn't have a chance to go find justice, he does, and he has a thing he can look for to get, even if it's money, even if it's like material, he has something, there's something there that feels like I'm getting my justice. And that was just fun to do this season and to explore and to get from the range, from the excitement of it to the despair of learning. The more you learn, the deeper you get, the more you have to care.
Thank you for sharing that. I mean, I can't believe that happened, but also in a way I love how they did make that part of this journey for Pope. Will he in season 3 get that cross back? Will he get justice?
I think Pope will get justice. I don't know about the cross. I don't know about all the specifics of, the Pogues never seem to come out with anything they go for, but they definitely come out with the feeling of winning and the justice. They do, no bad guy comes out unscarred, sure. So we'll see.
And then what about Cleo and Pope? There seem to be some sparks flying there. Is she a Pogue? Are things?
She's a Pogue now.
She's Pogue.
So
all right.
I feel like she's a Pogue now. We'll see what happens. With moving forward with the 3rd season. But that's definitely. I feel like Cleo is somebody Pope wishes he were a little more. Just determined more. She feels she knows what she's doing. She's confident in herself. She's confident in her abilities. And she's she doesn't care what other people think. And, I think those are attributes that Pope admires.
Madison, Rudy, let's move on to you guys. I feel like Kiara and JJ shared some really sweet moments this season, especially at the end when JJ was drowning. Kiara's emotions really came out. What did you make of what was going on between them this season?
I think this season, really, Kiara and Pope are really trying to figure out their thing. And I don't know, the emotions at the end, it could go one of two ways. He's my best friend, I think I would feel that heartache if it was Sarah, John B, Pope, anyone,
and in the end of the day, all the Pogues are basis of friends. And I think JJ, seeing what Pope is dealing with, and I think there would always be a certain kind of communication there before whatever, and and season 3 it kind of sets up whatever it might happen. And I think that it's kind of crazy, the timeline of things that when you really put into perspective, there's not it's how long is season 2, guys?
Yeah,
it goes to the end of September, I think, right? September 27th.
No, I mean the timeline of the series. It's
they
6
didn't
days.
jump into
It's a month or something. It's a month or 2.
A month?
Yeah.
No.
Gotta be
It started.
There's a week's time. That's a crazy amount of things to happen in that much time, and there needs to be a ramp up of that. So that's where I'm kind of feeling. It's the doors are open at that point.
Sure. Carla Lambre is still out there, and plot twist, John B's dad is still alive. They're working together. What did you guys make when you read that in the script?
Couldn't believe it.
Just
my mind.
I was the implications of this.
Yeah.
I was first of all, who's the good guy in this situation? Because they both know each other. I was what's going on?
Yeah.
You know, like it was just so. It raised so many questions for especially for what it means for Pope and John B's relationship. I think, you know, like, you know, of course for John B himself, of like, holy crap, my dad has been alive this whole time. I've been on this whole crusade to avenge his death, and he's been here alive and hasn't reached out. You know, like there's so many questions that like season 3 is like ready to answer that I'm just like so excited for.
Yeah.
That's what I was feeling when I read it. I was like, I need answers. I know everything
Yeah.
that fans
Yeah.
going to feel after watching.
Yeah. We feel like,
this tomorrow. There are so many things that need to be answered.
Yeah.
So many questions, and I don't trust John B's dad anymore. I don't know about you guys,
I
but
know.
I don't know.
I
Yeah.
don't
It's
trust
like all of a
John B's
sudden you're asking yourself way too many. You're like going back and looking at the season, like, all right, his dad's here. These are there. You're like, it's like questions on questions on questions.
Yeah, exactly. I am getting wrapped. So really quickly, I want to each go around and tell me the number one thing that you would like to see in a potential season 3.
I want to see Pope continue to, you know, figure out, you know, the Denmark-Tanny connection and how that relates to him and his family, and, you know, get some justice.
Okay.
I want to see how far JJ will go to risking his friend's safety. And I'm wondering if that's going to be the run and gun JJ, or that's going to be the more reserved and like, hey, maybe we should take a step back JJ.
Oh, okay. Some development there.
Yeah.
I want Kiara to either make up with her parents or get emancipated.
I want something.
I'm curious whether she's going to choose, you know, like make amends or
Boarding school.
rise and start anew. I'm interested.